years of experience in training and conducting various technical workshops, out of which over 3 years of industry experience. She is presently pursuing PhD from Career Point University, Kota. She has published 11 research papers and 4 articles. She has also published 5 books titled Machine Learning, Big Data Analytics, Programming in Java, Programming using Python, and Programming using Python 2 for BSc Computer Science students. Her area of interest is programming, big data analytics, and soft computing techniques, machine learning, and natural language processing. Presently, she is working with Valia School of Information Technology as MSc IT coordinator. We are indeed honored to have you with us, ma'am. Now, I would like to request our principal, Dr. Shobha Menon, to address the audience. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Mayuri. And a very good morning to all of you who are present here this morning. And I extend a very warm welcome to Veena Kapadia Madam, MSc Coordinator from Visit. Madam, it's indeed an honor to have you with us this morning. And the topic that you are addressing is definitely a very in thing. And as we all know, students, that with, or rather I should say post-COVID, the importance of all this has increased. It was always there, but with more and more people going online and work happening online, etc., knowledge of data analytics, etc., has definitely become the need of the hour. And I'm sure we would really gain a lot from this morning's session by a renowned speaker like Veena Madam. Thank you so much once again, Madam, for accepting our invitation and being with us on this Saturday morning. Thank you. Over to you, Mayuri.
Thank you, ma'am. Without any further delay, I would like to hand over the charge to our guest speaker. Over to you, ma'am. Veena, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much, Shobha ma'am, for your kind words. Thank you, Mayuri ma'am, for a generous introduction about me. It's my privilege and pleasure to be a resource person for conducting a webinar at Valia College. Indeed, it's really a great opportunity for me. Good morning, students. As I know, you all are studying at various levels, like maybe in FYIT or SYIT or TYIT or MSCIT students. So I prepared my content accordingly, considering that even FIT students can understand all the concepts I'm covering to this webinar today. And also MSCIT students find it equally interesting. So I request all the students to be interactive during this webinar so that, everyone will find it interesting. Yeah, so without further delay, let me start now the content what I prepared for today. So first we'll see what we are going to study today. Okay, so that's a learning objective for today. What I decided is data and its importance, then data analytics, why analytics is important in today's business environment, why Python, and we'll see some examples. So before starting anything, let me just cover up very basic thing, that is define data and its importance. So everyone has used variable, even at FY level, maybe in the school level, if you have computer subject studied, then you must have used variables, isn't it? So can anyone define variable? Can you please unmute and let me know? Anyone? So let it be an interactive one. Okay. So that we all will, feel like you all are involved in this webinar. anyways, it's just a starting, so I think it will take some time for you to to be interactive. So okay, so what is variable? As you all know, that we store some value in the memory location, okay, and we want to refer to that memory location whenever we require. So to that memory location, we need to give a specific name so that we can refer to it anytime whenever we want. So the name, whatever we give to the memory location, that is known as variable, isn't it? So which keeps on changing the values. Okay, and we store some data to that variable. Okay, now what is data? So data is nothing but it's a kind of measurement, isn't it? If I say, what is the height of what is your height? Okay, so of any student. So this height is what? Is a kind of measurement. Is not just any data, but then it is some facts, isn't it? So we measure, like before entering the value, if I ask you to enter your height, then you need to measure it. Okay, so that measurement you put in a variable. Say height is the variable. Okay, so that is the data. So it's a kind of measured value, or it is a fact, right? Then that is okay, data. Now what is big data? So MSc IT student must be knowing it. Okay, so what is big data? So here 3 V's are involved in it, isn't it? So data velocity, data variety, and data volume. Okay, what is data volume? Whatever the storage capacity is there in any organization to store the data, okay, that is known as data volume. Like how much you want to store? Yes, Raju raise hand. Yes, Raju, any question? I think it's by mistake. Okay, fine. So let's continue. So data volume, as you can understand, like when we were studying in our PC, it was not even bootable automatically. So that much memory was also not there. So we were supposed to provide the floppy disk from outside, okay, from the drive, and with the help of that our PC was getting booted and started. So initially data was in KB, like 1024 KB data. If it is there in PC, then we were like so many data